Hello, everybody. Welcome into another episode of Maddencast with myself, Kendall Mursky. We're going to be getting into officially week one of the fantasy drafted roster that we did a couple of weeks back with Anthony Prohaska and myself. And of course, everyone here in the chat. The live chat was absolutely excellent 2 weeks ago, helping me draft that roster. It was really fun. It was a really fun experience to go through each pick and kind of narrow down some players between Anthony and myself, and then put it up to the chat to see who everyone else wanted to pick. We ended up with a great roster. I'm looking at it right now. It's an 82 overall roster, and I'm about to square up with the Steelers here in week one. They're a 79 overall roster. So I really like what we did in the draft. We got a lot of youngsters. I kind of wish I figured out how to fix development traits pre-draft, so it could have been a little bit more fair in terms of like parity around the league with youth and talent. But I think it's gonna be all right. Hopefully it is. If not, maybe I'll make some trades to make my team a little bit worse and a little bit more challenging. But nonetheless, we will hop right into it. But I hope everyone had a good Memorial Day weekend. I know I did. Obviously, that was a week ago, but I went back home to Rochester. If anyone didn't know from all my Twitter postings of food, literally just garbage plates and Pontillo's pizza. But I mean, it was fantastic. It was great to be back in Western New York. It's been 2 years since I've been home, and I went home and played a ton of golf, ate a lot of Rochester food. Really nothing to complain about. It was an excellent time. So I hope everyone back in Western New York and all of Bill's Mafia everywhere else is having a great time. But without further ado, we will hop right into the game. I suppose before I get into the game, I should show people the roster just so people can understand if they didn't watch the first one, if they didn't watch us draft, then now they can see who's on the team. So this team is led by Justin Herbert. He was actually the first overall pick. And then we waited a while and still got Kenneth Walker the third, which was really, really nice. We got Mark Ingram off free agency, and then JD McKissick is going to be our third down back, kind of that, of course, leaking out the backfield guy. Somehow Kyle Juszczyk didn't go drafted. I picked him up in free agency. Absolutely ludicrous. Believe the second round draft pick was Deebo Samuel. That should be a lot of fun. Robert Woods is the number 2. I actually think I might have him starting in the slot. I'm not sure. I'll get to that. And then Jamison Williams is the other starter on the outside. I traded for Tyler Johnson over the week. Figured that was like a under the radar kind of guy. I loved him coming out of Minnesota a few years back. He hasn't gotten a ton of run with all of the weapons that are in Tampa Bay, but I really like him a lot. So I liked him a lot coming out, and he's a 73 overall. Seems like a solid fourth wide receiver, someone that can spell some time in the slot. We drafted Jelani Woods kind of late, and then Trey Burton as the second tight end for 12 personnel. Drafted Lyle Collins as a right tackle, pushed him over to left. Drafted Ike Ekwonu as a left tackle, pushed him inside to left guard. Alex Mack was drafted late. I actually traded for Dylan Parham. That was something else I didn't mention. Forgot who I made these trades with. I wish I took note of those before I made those so I could share them with you guys. Kevin Zeitler was another vet that we took a little bit late. Daryl Williams, another one. Drafted as a right guard. We kicked him out to right tackle because we didn't draft a right tackle and we were kind of screwed otherwise. Let's see. Drafted Rashawn Gary pretty early. Really happy about that pick. Kayvon Thibodeau, nice rookie on the edge. Hopefully he develops nicely. Jordan Davis on the interior, paired up with 2 vets, Tyson Alualu and Linval Joseph. And then the linebackers are kind of iffy. I won't lie. We got Camus Grugier-Hill and then Isaiah Simmons, which I love, but then it's Jabril Cox. I'm essentially starting for any time that I'm in nickel. It's going to be Jabril Cox and Isaiah Simmons. It's going to be light up the middle, but I think we'll be able to work with it. And then corners, Denzel Ward, Kyer Elam, Chris Harris, Patrick Peterson, and DeAndre Baker. Justin Simmons on the back end with Jeremy Chin. And then Kyle Hamilton was a weird pick that we made, but everyone loved it. Everyone absolutely loved the idea of doing this. And Yeah, he's going to be our starting nickel corner, which should be a lot of fun, making him the nickel corner. And then, of course, we got Tyler Bass at kicker and Matt Ariza as our punter. So we finish out the special teams with a couple of Bills guys. Anthony was not too thrilled with that because we left Johnny Hecker and Justin Tucker on the board to take two Bills players at the specialist positions, but I thought it was fine. It was all right. So yeah, JD McKissick there, power back, and then yeah, who do I have as slot? So Debo's going to be starting at the slot. I'm going to make Robert Woods a second there. All right, so yeah, we'll hop right into the game. I believe I put it in the description. The top two players for the Steelers are Derwin James and Mike Evans. Those are the top two players. And then I believe they're quarterbacked by, Jesse Bates is right there at free safety. And then they're quarterbacked by Matt Ryan. So should be interesting. Hopefully we can take advantage of the lack of mobility of Matt Ryan, get to him early and often, and hopefully make it difficult for him to pass. But I have, through the last couple of weeks, I have completely honed in on what the difficulty is going to be of this game. I've played a bunch of different games, like not in this league, but different leagues, trying to fix the sliders in a way to make this as difficult as it can possibly be, but not too difficult where I'm never going to win a game. So I'm going to try to make this a sweet spot. Maybe I'll tinker with it moving forward if this is a blowout, but I think it's going to be in a nice sweet spot where it should be right around perfection in terms of difficulty and realism and all of that stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to see if it works out well. But before this game gets started, I want everyone to know in the chat, everyone who's riding with me live, if you have any questions, like Bill specific questions or Madden specific questions or whatever it is, go ahead and ask them, and I'll try my best to answer them in between plays, stuff like that. But other than that, I'm pretty much just going to be commenting my thoughts on play calls, stuff like that, just things that are going through with the game, kind of giving you a peek behind the fourth wall of like what I'm thinking, what I'm seeing on the field, and why I'm doing what I'm doing. Throughout the entirety of the game. But yeah, definitely feel free to ask questions as you see fit. Love that they have Tyler Bass with the single eye black. They really nailed that one. All right, so let's hop into this. They are in 11 personnel, so I'm going to stay in nickel. I'm going to man up this middle zone here. Hopefully rob anything that comes over. Wow. That was not expected. A QB draw with Matt Ryan. That was really not expected, and it goes for 15. Wow. All right. That really caught me off guard. All right, we're going to drop into cover 3 here. Take away the middle again. What is going on? Back-to-back QB draws with Matt Ryan. I hope there isn't some glitch going on right now. That's wild. Oh, boy. Oh! I almost robbed that. I really almost picked that off. That sucks. All right. All right, we're going to play this flat area right here. I'm anticipating one of those two guys to cut off to the outside. Oh, it was a run. Yeah, see, it's going to be tough to stop them. And then, I mean, it's annoying because there probably aren't going to be a lot of drives that aren't going to have scoring, but it's hard for the defense to stop me on offense. So I kind of needed their offense to be equally as unstoppable for these games to be somewhat competitive, which could get annoying, but I'll find a way to regulate it moving forward. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a few stops here and there. Actually, I'm gonna play with Kyle Hamilton here. God, not great. I gotta get out of cover 3. What is happening? Oh my God, this game. I hope they don't copy and paste it for next year. They need to fix some things. That was weird. All right, we're going to shade to the inside and press. Oh, we got him. All right, that was big. That was huge. We're going to get out of goal line because they are in 12 personnel. And then we'll just man them up. And then I will shade to the inside, take away any in-breaking routes, and it's a run. Nice. Nice. They just went down the field with ease, but hopefully we can get a bend, don't break here. Let's cover 2. This is a big play. Huge. Absolutely massive stop there. That they just went right down the field on me, but and they're going for it. Wow. Okay. On the 1-yard line. Single back wing tight. All right. All right. This is risky. Get through there. Wow. I can't believe we just held them to 0 there. That shouldn't have happened. All right, we're fortunate to escape out of that, but now we got the ball on offense. Hopefully we can get rolling here, run my favorite play, stick. Actually, they only have 3 down linemen and a massive gap in both B gaps. So I'm just going to run it and take the yards that they give me here. Give myself a little bit of space. I'm going to keep my eyes on Kenneth Walker here. See what the linebacker does. Yep. Oh, that's a face mask. That's a face mask. Give me the yards. All right. Oh, God, running the football is a lot tougher than it once was. It used to be a lot easier, but because I've fixed all these sliders, it is not easy. All right, let's do Y shallow cross here. Hopefully we can hit that drag route, get Jelani Woods some quick yards. If that linebacker's on him, I'm probably going to hit the backside dig. Nope, we're good. I'll run through him. Nice. All right, we're going to do this play. I'm mostly going to do these plays that are highlighted in green because they're game plan specific for this week and they're supposed to work against this defense, but I'll mix it up a little bit as we get going, but I want to make sure this first drive is good. Oh, no, not great. Oh, I don't know if anyone saw that, but on that shallow dig, Samuel was wide open, but they had a robber in the middle of the field with the linebacker. I really wanted to throw that, but I didn't have time for him to clear the robber. All right, favorite play in the game. Stick just always works. All right, 3rd and 1. Let's just run the football. Let's just get the easy first down. Nice. Nice. Okay. Keep the chains moving. All right, I'm going to look at both these curl routes. Hopefully they are in man. They are in zone. Wow. Kenneth Walker is just workhorsing it right now. And I want to keep running it, but Kenneth Walker is tired. So we got Mark Ingram in the game for this snap. Hopefully he can get me some. That was a great pull right there by Iquanu. Let's do this slot stick play. Quick reads. See if we can get Jameson Williams here. Nope. Nice fight for yards. Let's see if we got the first. Yep, we got the first. All right, another stick play. I'm probably going to win this game no problem because for whatever reason, stick is like the game plan specific play for this week, and it's just the easiest play as is. Yeah, all right. First down on the 2-yard line. We might just run it 3 times. I'm pretty confident we can get this. Oh, yeah. All right, starting off 7-0. That was big. I still can't believe that the defensive possession to open the game finished the way it did. That was incredible, incredibly lucky to an extent. Not complaining, though. Let's see if the Steelers have an answer because they got down the field with ease, but they couldn't convert. I'm going to blitz him. Running back is Najee Harris, which is obviously fitting. Oh, I did not stay on him. That's tough. All right. I thought he was going to stay in the block, so I leaked out into coverage. All right, I got to pinch this D-line because they keep running every single time I call cover 3. Oh, yeah. Just jumped right in front of it. Everyone's favorite pick, Kyle Hamilton. Wow. What a play. That changes the momentum of this game completely. Wow. That was huge. I'm surprised that he teleported in front of that. That was a big jump in front of that. I can't even believe he had the speed to get around. I'm pretty sure he's an 86 speed. So I was fortunate enough that that diving tackle didn't get me. Once that, I obviously had open grass in front of me. All right, so now they're going to be forced to pass more, I would think. And they run it right off the rip. I give them plenty of space to do so. That's tough. All right, we'll blitz him. We'll send a 5th man. I'm going to man up with Kyle Hamilton again. Looks like a run. Yep. God, I cannot stop him. 7 for 66. It's a good thing I got game script on my side. If I didn't get up early, that could have been a problem. Oh, we're all over that. Matt Ryan is having a poor game right now. All right, we're going to blitz him, and then we are going to press everything. I'll bring you closer. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. All right. Got aggressive on that 3rd down play call. It's okay. We got a long leash right now, thankfully. Thanks to Kyle Hamilton, who allowed that reception. I'm feeling a run here. Yep. All right. That was probably our best run defense play of the game. I keep having to pinch because every single time I call cover 3, my front is super wide. Oh, I missed that tackle. All right, I'm going to blitz him again. Press everybody. And I will use her against Mike Evans. All right, big first down stop. Get them behind schedule here. Let's drop into quarters. I like that. And I'll take this side with Jabril Cox. It's a run. Don't you love that? Whenever you're in cover 3 or quarters, they just run the football. So convenient. All right. I'm going to blitz him again. Man up with Elam again. Oh, God. Oh, God, I got stuck. Ah. All right. All right. They deserved 7 to begin with, so I'm okay with that. All right, let's try the play action here. See if we have enough space on the right sideline. Maybe throw Juszczyk a bone. He's covered. Wow. Herbert's arm is ridiculous. That is a ridiculous throw. That shouldn't be made. Should really get Deebo Samuel more involved. That was his first catch. Wow. Wow. That teaches me for drafting Trey Burton. He's never going to block. Oh, my God. Wow. That was just poor pursuit. That was ridiculous. That should not have been a touchdown. That should have been like a 15-yard gain tops. That would... See, that's kind of the issue right now. It's like I'm trying to find a way to make this game a little bit more difficult. But when stuff like that happens, what am I supposed to do? All I did was turn it up the sideline, and they just took terrible angles. Both dove out of bounds. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Troy, Josh can make that play, but that was still a ridiculous throw from on that backside dig on the play action play. I mean, I just wish it was less powerful in Madden. I wish like that throw had a little bit more loft on it because he's falling away from the target. He shouldn't have that much velocity on the football, but whatever. The game obviously has areas to improve, and I suppose that's one of them for me. Some of those ridiculous throws, they definitely bother me. All right. Oh, we're in front of that. Who was that? Was that Gary? Was that Rashawn Gary? Yep, that was Rashawn Gary who forced that fumble on the sack. All right, so we are going to drop into cover 4, protect the sticks, and give them some space. Oh, wow. Wow. What a catch. All right. Well deserved. Well deserved. If anyone's going to make that catch, I'm okay with Mike Evans making that catch. I still can't believe this game started with 2 Matt Ryan QB sneaks or QB draws. I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm afraid it's going to happen again. That was like their most effective form of offense. They haven't gone back to it. That being said, it's extremely counterintuitive. Oh, no. Okay. All right. We gotta get a stop here on first down, make life easier for us, get them behind schedule. All right, I'm on the fullback now. All right, not bad. Just a 3-yard gain. Let's get back to this cover 1 hole play. I like this play a lot. I'd like you guys to press. Oh, that's a run. That's a counter. No. Is that a first down? 3rd and inches. I'm going to sell out for this. We're going to blitz. Push the line to the left. Bring Jeremy Chin over here. Make sure he's manned up on his guy. Oh, God. Oh, we're all over it. Yeah, Matt Ryan's having a poor game. Real poor game. I want to mess with the sliders for games in the future, but I mean, Matt Ryan's only like an 82 overall, and I've played Matt Ryan a few times in Madden this year, and he kind of makes these mistakes a lot in Madden, which, I mean, I suppose in real life he makes these mistakes like literally 1 or 2 throws a game where it's just like, what are you doing, Matt Ryan? But other than that, he's very efficient. So It's kind of annoying that we're not seeing that efficient side to him in this game. It would make the game a little bit closer, but whatever. It is what it is. That was a good play from Jeremy Chin. Leaked out once I saw my my tight end was staying in to block. Sorry, here I just got to block this bot in the chat. All right, I guess my mouse is going to stay on the screen for this play. All right, we just have to throw this. Wow, they just can't make these diving tackles. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll increase the tackling slider for the CPU because they have not had a good tackling game at all. Oh, that was a bad read by me. All right, we'll take 2 in the clock running. We'll take that. I really like the idea of Robert Woods here on the boundary. I'm going to look that way first. Yep, single. Is that in? Nice. All right, same idea. I'm looking at Jamison Williams again on this quick out. If not, hopefully I have Kenneth Walker on the other side of this play. I threw that way too early. I like the idea of a screen. Just run it to the field side. Give Kenneth Walker some space to move. Hopefully that linebacker isn't manned up on him because that could ruin the play. Oh, he's wide open. Get out there. Get out there. Ah. Who is that? Is that Alex Mack? That's probably why he couldn't get to the second level too quick. Shout out Alex Mack. I mean, he just retired. It's funny. Anthony was telling me that I should draft him because of his veteran presence, and I'll only have him for 1 year. Wow, these screens are wide open. Maybe I'll just keep running them. Got 3 timeouts. Maybe I'll just run the football. Let's run the screen again. Just keep running it to the field side where I have plenty of space. Yeah, they are just not picking up the running back. All right, what's the flag? I'm anticipating a holding or something. Yeah. All right, that was weird. I don't know why, but the the StreamYard just like kicked me out. For whatever reason, it said my connection was like timing out or something like that. But I paused the game and everything, so we haven't lost progress on anything here. Let me reshare my screen so we can get the game back up. Appreciate everyone that actually just stayed in here for that. I don't know what it looked like on your end, but we are back as if I never left. Still 1st and 20 after that holding penalty. And yeah, hopefully this goes down without a glitch. All right, usually this play works out on some sort of overlap here with all of these slants. And Debo is wide open. Yeah, offense is just too easy right now. I'm at the point where I'm probably just going to run out the clock in the entire second half because of the beatdown that I'm putting on the Steelers. All right, let's see if they can at least get a field goal here with 29 seconds left. Let me give them plenty of space, though, because I don't want to get beat deep. Oh, I almost got that. All right, let's drop into cover 6, and I will take Hamilton over here. Oh, God. That guy was wide open. It's a good thing that was a running back screen. All right, they're trending in the right direction here. Well, at least with this offensive drive. They're still getting their butts whooped, but let's see what they can do on this drive. Oh, he slipped. We're all over that. Yeah, they got to get this first down. Oh, my God. Poor Steelers. Everything that goes right, just something goes wrong. Yep. They can't catch a break. They're going to kick a field goal from here? Okay. More power to you. Let's see if we can get back there for a return. I almost got it. That's something else I actually have to change. I got to fix the kicker accuracy. Obviously, that was a really deep kick, and he probably wasn't going to make it anyways, but I got to make sure that's more realistic because I think the CPU misses a little bit too many field goals. All right, we got it out to the 25, out to the 26. Not bad. We're gonna commit to chewing this clock. We're gonna commit to it. I guess my mouse is on the screen again for this play. There we go. Let's do this play action play. So let's flip it so it goes field side and with the side of my quarterback's arm. Should make it a little bit easier of a play instead of him throwing against the grain, and I waited too long. Oh, that's my own fault. Why is the mouse still on the screen? There we go. All right. Got to make sure these plays are running field side so I get room for that RPO, that little bubble there to Samuel if it's open, and it's not. Is that a first? Nice. All right, we got the first down. We can commit again to chewing the clock. Yeah, they are all over that RPO bubble. It's okay because they are nowhere near the actual run play. I'd like to see it open up just once, but they're just not defending it. They're just not defending the run at all. I haven't even noticed the impact of Derwin James. Both their safeties, Jesse Bates and Derwin James, they haven't done anything. All right, let's see if I have time to switch this play to field side. All right, 5 seconds. See if they follow Robert Woods. They didn't. All right. Just keep running RPOs. Keeps working. Oh. Nice, we got the first. I may have to decrease Kenneth Walker's. No, actually, no. I was gonna say I should decrease Kenneth Walker's break tackle ability because he just keeps breaking tackles without me touching a button. But I could just increase the CPU tackling ability, like I said I was gonna do earlier, because they have not been tackling well this game. I'm gonna try this play. Never really that good with this play. It's just deceptive, and I never even know who it's going to. I think it's going to Jameson Williams. Yep. Oh, God. Yep. That's why I don't run that play. Okay. You live and you learn. 3rd and 11. Let's see if we can get the first down. I'm going to check out Robert Woods here, but if he's not open, then my next read is Jameson Williams. Yeah, he looks open. Nice. Snuck that underneath the safety. Robert Woods is having a game. And another touchdown. This game is getting out of hand. I wish it was more competitive. I really do. But, I mean, the tides just turned immediately once I got that pick 6 with Kyle Hamilton. Like, Matt Ryan was just off his game the second that happened. Just absolutely rattled. So I figure I'll play a little bit more aggressive, blitz him a little bit more instead of just playing zone on the back end, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more offense from them. But, I mean, this game is all but over. Finally, he made a good play. All right, let's go back to cover 4. Actually, don't like that. I'm going to man up. Oh, I knew my second linebacker was going to be a problem. Obviously, that was decent coverage there from Jabril Cox, but he's like a 68 overall. It's definitely going to be tough for him. Yeah, I can't even make a tackle there. Oh my God, look at him just carry tacklers. Grant says, what's the difference in settings? So, oh my God, I did a lot of stuff. I turned down my quarterback accuracy. I turned down my wide receiver catching. I turned down my run blocking, my pass blocking. I turned down just about everything I could for user sliders. Like my pass blocking on all Madden, it would be 50. The slider would be at 50 for pass blocking and run blocking. I have it at 10. And then conversely for the computer, I have their run blocking and pass blocking at 80, where it would be at 50. So like the scales are tipped incredibly towards the computer. Tackling, I could change tackling and make it like, what do I have it? I think user tackling is at 42, CPU tackling is at 60. All of these start off at 50-50 for both CPU and user. But it's just not going how I thought it would go, in all honesty. I've played a bunch of trial games to figure this out, and don't get me wrong, like there were a couple of blowouts. What is it? I think it's in simulation. I can check. Yeah, top left, it says there on the scoreboard. Next to 2nd and 6, it says sim underneath EA Sports. So I have it on simulation. I like to play on competitive, but I've heard if you're trying to get realistic gameplay, you should play on simulation. So that's what I'm doing. But It's not working out too well. What was the other thing I was saying? Trying to think if there were any other areas. Oh, like the pass defense stuff. I could probably turn down my computer or user pass defense. I have it at like, I don't even remember, like 30 or something like that. Like pass defense reactions and then pass coverage are both at 30 or something like that. And then the CPU are both at 70 or 75 for both of those statistics. So everything is tipped towards the CPU, but they can't finish. I mean, now obviously they finished that drive right there, but I mean, it's a garbage time touchdown. It's just, there are going to be games like this. Like I just got the better of them. I mean, that interception from Kyle Hamilton and the interception from Jeremy Chin were absolutely massive. And then I played a flawless game on offense. Like, boy, Lettuce, you're a funny guy. That was 35-14, not 35-7. But yeah, no, like this happens. Like I played, like Herbert has 2 incomplete passes and they're not stopping me when I run the football. Like it's just, everything's going my way. Like I actually said, as I was about to start the stream, I was saying how I like the team that you guys helped me draft and how it turned out to be a, what was it? 82 overall. It was an 82 overall team. And this Pittsburgh Steelers team is a 79 overall team. So we just drafted a good team. But obviously on top of that, Grant says maybe the team is just too good. I mean, and that's the thing. This is the first game of the season. Like, we're going to play better teams. Like, a 79 overall is, in my experience with doing Madden fantasy drafts, 79 is not good. Like, most teams, when you do a fantasy draft, there's an incredible amount of parity in the league, and most teams are all hovering around 81. And to find a team that's below 80 is just bad. I actually hit sticked Matt Ryan, your boy Lettuce. I don't know if you were here for the beginning. The first 2 plays of this game were Matt Ryan designed QB draws from shotgun. So I hit sticked him like right off the bat, maybe on the second QB draw, no fumble. That was another one. I turned down the fumble frequency for the computer. So I did everything I could to try and like reduce turnovers, but both of my interceptions were user interceptions. So, I mean, in theory, I deserved them. I don't like when you just tackle a quarterback like that. And it's just an easy fumble just because you tackled a quarterback. It makes no sense. He did fumble a sack, but they recovered that. But I don't have much issue with fumbling a sack. Yeah, I hate to just like run out the clock here, but like this game is just an absolute shellacking. There's not much more to watch it at this point. I mean, I suppose get like Deebo Samuel and some people some stats, but outside of that, I'm not gonna stat pad too much. I'd like to keep it somewhat realistic to what happened in the game. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have 2 touchdowns with Deebo Samuel, so I don't need to do anything more. Let's stay in bounds. Maybe try to get Herbert over 319 more yards. I think that's fair. $15 more yards. All right. Let's get in a favorable formation so we can audible out of this. Oh boy, that was dangerous. This is about the time that I throw an interception because I'm trying to stat pad. Yeah. Boy, I just pre-ordered Madden 23 yesterday. So yeah, we got some time. Definitely have some time coming out. What is it? August 19th, I think it is. I'd like to see if I can get through the entirety of this this fantasy draft franchise, get through the entire year. Maybe moving forward, now that I know this, if there are any teams that I'm playing that are below a 80 overall, maybe I'll just sim that game. Maybe I'll just straight up sim that game because it could end up like this. So who knows? Maybe that's what I'll do because I know there's too many games left and not enough weeks for me to fit in an entire season, especially if I get to the Super Bowl in this franchise. So yeah, I'll definitely have to simulate a couple games here and there if I'm going to get the entirety of a season in before the next Madden comes out. Because once that Madden comes out, I'm not necessarily gonna do stuff like right away. Yeah, I could do 2 games a week, but I mean, I don't. There's no need to do 2 games a week. I mean, yeah, I did just play this game in 46 minutes, but well, almost 46 minutes. It'll probably be about 50. But either way, not every game is gonna be like this. Like if a game is a shootout and both teams have 42 on the board, it's going to be different. It's going to be a longer game. Like we could be here for another 20 minutes beyond this. So that's kind of the big thing. I don't want to there's too many variables. I don't know if I can just hop into to a week and be like, yeah, I got time to play too. All right, so I don't know if you guys just saw that, but Kayvon Thibodeau just got injured, which could be rough. I believe that puts, Shaq Lawson in. Hopefully that's not a crazy injury. I can check that before we hop off here. Wow. I think they're actually going to call that defensive pass interference. Yep. That's wild. That's unfortunate, but Jabril Cox just made a heck of a play on the ball right there. Okay, huge. All right, so it's just a shoulder strain. Will return soon. This game's a blowout, so I'm subbing him out. There's literally no need for him to come back in the game. But yeah, simming the obvious blowout. Like I don't want to hop into a game and say like, "Oh, I'm playing the Steelers this week," and then you get to halftime and it's 35-0, and then I simulate through it and then just go to the week 2. Like I don't want to do that. I would prefer to just play the entirety of a game if like that's what I'm promoting online. Like, hey, I'm playing this team this week, so I would like to stay true to whatever it is that I'm promoting that week. So that's kind of one of those reasons that I wouldn't want to do that. But simming a given week, like just without anyone knowing, well, obviously I'd let you guys know once it happens and I go live the next week. But yeah, like if next week, who did the Bills play week 2? I'm already blanking. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Say it's the Dolphins, and they're like a 78 overall. Like I'll just sim that. I'm just gonna sim that, and we're gonna move on to week 3. And hopefully we find an opponent that's over an 80 overall because, yeah, it needs to be somewhat stiff competition because clearly they were just no match for my team, which is absolutely wild to think about. I didn't think we drafted like that dynamite of a team. 82 is good. I've drafted like 84s, 85s before in a fantasy draft. So I think 82, obviously there's young talent on this team, so they kind of play better than what their overall says. But yeah, this was an absolute, I don't want to say stunner, but it was just a shellacking. We just rolled over the Steelers in every sense of the word. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that game. I'm sorry that it was such a blowout. I hope people like seeing the Bills scoreboard like that, obviously in favor of the Bills double the score. Yeah, I could not stop them on the ground. Najee Harris had a game. That is something that I definitely found the right, I was going to say the right balance with the sliders, with rushing, because I definitely had a tough time stopping rushing. I'd like to find a way to balance that a little bit and make it easier for them to pass the football because, I mean, he had a decent completion percentage. It was just the interceptions. And like I said, those were 2 user interceptions. I got to make their pass coverage just shouldn't be happening. Maybe I'll make my pass blocking worse, so I have to make my decisions faster. Yep, Grant, good revenge game. We're going to need that this year against the Steelers. I hope the Bills give them a good revenge game because that that game shouldn't have happened. We were in control of that game week 1, and then halftime happened, and God, we were bad in that second half. Yeah, 7 yards per carry here for Najee Harris. So that was kind of one of those things. I think maybe I'll adjust rushing a tad. I'll make it a little bit easier for me to stop the run, but I'll make it a lot harder for me to stop the pass. I think that's what I'll try to do moving forward. Fiddle with the settings in that way. I don't know if everyone here saw the Deebo Samuel touchdown, but that was ridiculous. The first one, just 2 dives that just absolutely whiffed on Deebo, and then he runs another 30 yards for a touchdown. So that was too easy there. How did Jelani Woods do? How many receptions? 2 for 27. That's not bad for a rookie tight end. I'm content with that. Did I have any I don't think I had 1 sack, right? That was the strip sack that was recovered by the Steelers, but Rashawn Gary, that was a well worth it pick. I'm glad I made that pick. I forgot. I think it was by chance who was pounding the table for Rashawn Gary. So I'm definitely happy that we got Rashawn Gary. Really, I mean, Denzel Ward didn't even I didn't even notice Denzel Ward. He was just locking people up. So definitely happy with that pick too. Overall, I'm very happy with the team. The thing I'm most upset about right now is the fact that the Steelers couldn't hold their weight. Oh, I was right. The Dolphins were the week 2 opponents for the Buffalo Bills. So, yeah, I will come back next week. You guys will see the promos throughout the week on not Instagram, sorry, on Twitter and all the other social media platforms that we post all of our promos on for Cover 1. I will make sure to let you guys know if I'm going to be playing the Dolphins. If not, and I'm playing the football team, it's because the Dolphins just didn't have a good enough roster, and I didn't think it was going to be a good game. So expect the Dolphins, but if it's not the Dolphins, then it's probably going to be the football team or the Texans. Hopefully I'm not simulating too many games, but I think it really won't be all that often. I think it's going to be few and far between that I actually have to simulate through games. But either way, I appreciate everyone that rode with me through this game. Like I said, I really appreciate you guys coming through and watching this despite it being a blowout. Hopefully you guys like seeing the Bills up big on the scoreboard. That's always fun to see. Of course, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. All of that stuff, it really helps out the YouTube algorithm, gets this video like tracking around YouTube, popping up on people's suggested videos, stuff like that. It really does help out. So if anyone could do that and you like the content, greatly appreciate it. Furthermore, if you didn't like the comment or if you didn't like the content and you have any areas that you'd like to see it improve or anything specifically that you think could make it better, please don't hesitate to reach out to me via Twitter. You see it down there, Mersky Kendall. That's my handle on Twitter, but also in the comment section. Like, please feel free to constructively criticize what I've done here today with the week 1 content for this fantasy Madden draft, Madden cast, excuse me. Please let me know how it can be better because I am thoroughly open to suggestions. This is something that I've been workshopping for 3-4 weeks now, but I want to make it as good as it can be because I want to do this during the season with the actual Buffalo Bills team. And maybe on like Saturdays before their game on Sundays, I want to put out a game like this, but against the opponent that they're going to play 24 hours later and talk through like matchups and what I'm expecting from the game in person and kind of try and work those through the night before, the day before, whatever on Saturday. So that's kind of my plan for in season once we actually have, Madden 23, real Bills roster, all of that kind of stuff. So that's my plan for then. But for now, I can still work some of the stuff that any of you guys are suggesting to work into the fantasy draft franchise, the fantasy draft franchise. And I can then extrapolate it and pick and choose some of those things that worked for this and use them for what I want to be doing in season. So any constructive criticism is greatly appreciated. I won't take it the wrong way. I appreciate everyone out there for sticking with me and riding with me through this video. Obviously, we had that technical difficulty through there a little bit. So definitely appreciate you guys sticking with me through that. But anyways, of course, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. And of course, go Bills.